Wat is kinders voor die liste geweest?
Zo, sound reg, Sammy.
En is je zeker je max is af?
Nog niet, maar is.
Nee.
Is nog niet die.
Oké. Niks.
Kasi jangan saan.
Wacht, mijn kabeltje is nog in nu.
Expressed on the radio program by the guests, advertisers, news bulletins, call-in listeners or chatters are solely the views and opinions of the source who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions and the views of Trustco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia, or that of the Informante radio station.
This is Informante Radio, the sound for a new age.
O family, kama chaudama, o touch kawa, kama chaudara. You know the one they can't sing. Daddy it's a one, kuni nama cross. O family, kama chaudama, o touch kawa, kama chaudara. No one can, Mami, mami, sawa sama dere. Oh, mami, mami, sawa sama dere. Mami, mami, sawa sama dere. Mami no gare, question gang I'm there. Ay, papi no gare, question gang I'm there. Ay, mami no gare, question gang I'm there. Ay, papi no gare, question gang I'm there. Saske di teite ausa, di khavusa ske. Saske di top di kausa, sask aromarek di tsopa. Nami ya khui huyao, tsunti kaina, I chik urusikwa. Ingami king almost possibly Kubunguni namatwa samari idakame Kubunguni namatwa samari idakame Namna abiski, ikame kuske Otes kuske, isa kore Namna abiski, ikame kuske Otes kuske, isa kore Kubunguni namatwa samari idakame Namatwa samari idakame Kubunguni namatwa samari idakame Namda akuske tikame kuske
A beautiful song just to take you to the south. Yeah, that's sounds of Bones Doug. Doug Bones.
Doug Bones.
Yeah, his name is Doug Bones. Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did the moves rega maki man.
It's namastap.
They did so they
Idakame. Yeah. Spina.
Ne ma ke joni ga senje moves ngani.
Leicester, it's
He
confined
also
space
has
here.
2 left feet.
Aye.
So even if he was trying to emulate those steps,
He'll just move one side.
sorry,
mean,
Neville, you can't have
seriously.
it all.
Huh?
You can't have it all. Die grap is genoeg.
Oh, is klaar. Korwatch.
At the same time, let me say good morning to our listeners, viewers, and Fenshia Tandi Choir came through very excited this morning because she said she's the first to comment. So, good morning to you, saying good morning to us as
What
well.
does she
Good
want?
morning.
No, she's just happy she's the first.
Well, near.
That's
Near.
it.
She's not just because she's the first. She wants something from us. I wonder what it is. What do you want to go?
More than ever.
Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. Morning.
Good morning, Maria.
Good morning.
How are you this morning, Maria?
Good.
Good, eh? Did I Fakumona energy?
dat goed trek me niet
Als
aan.
moet zeggen van Reggie weer op je roep, man.
Yeah? Yeah, give me
Yeah.
some energy. Reginaldo.
I mean, at least, you know, we were struggling to get the Reggie aura out of the studio yesterday. So now you're bringing it back now.
But Neville, why don't you want, okay, it's obviously now, Reggie is my friend, but let's say it's somebody, why don't you want me to be happy?
Yeah. We will decide when you will be happy. Only Jacob is sleeping.
They applications bring.
I think it
so
works.
we shortlist.
Shortlist.
Yeah, we shortlist for you.
You guys want to choose a partner for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah,
Next.
yes.
Yeah, maar yes.
Kijk je nou, Maria, you've become our sister. Verstaan je?
Yeah.
So we kind of like jealously protect your perimeters. We put our own perimeters around you now.
Don't put too many.
Oh, I mustn't.
And then I have to sneak out of the
Oh. Okay, no, we understand.
Let's quickly start off with COVID.
Achasa, please.
No. At least
Osmoot.
on
Yes.
Smooth.
National interest.
Actually, for the first time, I was happy to hear COVID results.
I said,
Yeah,
why?
because of the recoveries we have.
Okay,
Oh yes,
nah.
the highest.
So
recovery.
yesterday we reported 345 people that recovered from COVID, bringing our number to 556.
Nah,
No pratons.
no pratons.
Because now we are actually getting into the halfway mark of our positive cases, which is actually good.
Yeah.
And
It is actually smart because if you think about it, when you doubled up on that time in 14 weeks, so the person, let's say the person is recovered by day 6, right? Assuming, but then they have to stay another 8 days in the quarantine facility for them to get to retested before they can be allowed to go home. Within those 8-day period from the 6th day, right, to day 14, you can get reinfected.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you are in a quarantine facility with other people that have the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to isolate. So it's nice that when you test positive, when your second results, because you have to run 2 tests, when your second test comes in and you are negative, 8
Then
next,
you're out,
out,
yeah.
out, out,
And,
out,
and
out,
I
and
think
it's helping.
Dr. Shangula also mentioned is how they changed their isolation facilities, because at first it was just chaos.
Yeah.
You know, then they had to intervene, because it didn't help. You've got a cluster of people infected and
Exactly.
yeah. So at least big ups to that, and let me say big ups to the Ministry of Health as well. So this time around, Dr. Kalumba, your uncle Krenoa
Kalumbi.
Kalumbi.
Kalunga.
It's Kalumbi.
You see, this is why I'm saying Dr. Bernardes Hafiko was holding my uncle back. Now we are seeing the extent of the execution of his duties, and it's brilliant. Lichek.
Oh my word, Mira, you just did not say that.
Bamwina boy.
Bamwina.
As family, ek me protect.
Fang vire hierso. Then again, guys, some of the testimonies of those recoveries
Yeah.
was basically flighted in one of our dailies today in the new era, and some of these people who've recovered made it very clear we must not take this disease lightly. Stop referring to this disease as just another common flu or cold. It is terrible what they have gone through, because people diarized exactly their symptoms, the body aches, the pains, the shallow breathing, everything that they have experienced for the last 3-4 weeks until their recovery. So again, I think we need to take what they say,
Yeah.
and really apply. You know, and then once again, some of these people would say, you know what, I've done everything possible to ensure that I'm safe. I went to work with my sanitizer. I sanitized. I was with my mask. How and where I got this, I have no
I've got
idea.
no
But through
idea,
God's
yeah.
grace, I'm recovered.
Vezi, is it Vez? Oh, the comments. Vezi says, Maria, apparently you can only get reinfected after 3 to 6 months. I don't think that's correct.
Is it?
Because the Romanian couple, remember?
Oh yeah.
They got reinfected in a very short
In a very
time
short
span.
period. They actually they took the longest to recover.
They took the longest because they got reinfected.
Ja, die mense moet nie takkies land daar so nie.
I think they were too busy.
As was holiday. Yes, and then Moy Lodge. Your holiday's been extended.
Mama!
I think they just also wanted to extend their holiday, man. Kuchaya.
Yeah, kuma mutu.
It's possible, yeah.
Mutu.
Just to give you the total announced cases yesterday, the minister announced 17 new cases. And the cases are distributed as follows. 30 were registered from Walvis Bay, Windhoek 26, Swakop 10, Ochivarongo came through with 1, Okahanja 1, Keetmanshoop 1.
Came through with 1 like he's announcing. Soccer results.
Yeah.
Came through with 1.
Yeah, and Noshakati also registered 1. Now, the
Oh,
Windhoek cases
Kappa.
are the ones, I think you were never did talk, it's Leicester Hart van der Lokasi cases that came through 10. People that attended church, and I think a few realized that their counterparts select positive had test to sell, and let's also try, and 10 of them came out positive. It's very the clip has sounds no.
Guys, I can't put this in my own words, but the clip is so funny. I would have loved to play this clip.
What is that? Tot hem in die te veel vloekwoord.
No, there's no swearing
So
in
play
it.
it.
Play,
Huh?
let's hear.
Or do you want me to play it?
You can play it. Is your maybe your
My thing is might be louder than yours. It's
yeah
just iPhone.
Why is yours now louder than me?
Come on,
How's
iPhone.
the technology? All right, let's
Level,
see.
what's your phone? Wow, Chui.
Okay, you guys,
Wow.
you're gonna have to listen now.
Kom ons
nog gehoor van die kerk in neurolokasie wat kama 10 mense positief getest het. Die mense was mos 30 wat getoets was. Toe kom dat 10 wat positief was. Kama kastig. Fine. No. Die mense me daar's 2 neefs van my wat ook in die ry was. Van hulle was ook by die kerk in Nero lokasie. Hulle attend as members. So while they're standing queuing to come daar register mos no, laat hulle se naam skryf en van en ID nommer en selfoonnommer. Toe skryf hulle die name, maar toe then they continue standing in the line. Die jitas toe check hulle man, ons het lang gestaan in die ry, ons is moeg. Kom ons gaan. Toe gaan hulle. Wat hulle gaan, toe gaan dring hulle mos nou nog verder rond in Karturein. Maandag, out of the blue, to receive a call. Hello, we are calling from what? I was speaking to who, and where's your friend that was the person who you were with the day also? Who? Yeah, no, we are here. Oh no, we just want to inform you guys that you guys are tested positive. No, and then I say, oh, I got tested. I mean, yeah, no, are you not who staying where? And I say, yes, it is me staying there. But I was not tested. I was there standing in the queue, but I was not tested. I left the queue and went home because I was tired. Now I'm going to, my phone records, and I'm going to send these things to the people. You people are lying to us, trying to keep people in quarantine to make more money. What was the argument? Opo to basically the next bell no meskin iman in charge, and to come the person in charge to rupe ti 20 figis to hanele. Adel daso come lo tena kamer ki reset man increase 2 block. To this around please tell mune de hote fort gaan praat nie asseblief daar was miskien 'n era of wat no as daar era was hoe met alle die mense dit is dat era maar nou hoe is die era wie goed het hulle getest wat van die results wens daar's 'n complot wat aangaan en die World Health Organization daar zaak wat die mense gaan betaal word as jy positief getest is. Die zaak is nou, is ook under investigation, daar is nou corona rot wat nou geïnvestigeerd wordt van blijkbaar even the 20,000 they are giving to people that are tested positive isn't the correct amount the people are supposed to be getting. The other funds are being put somewhere. There's no need to never update what we had. Shout out forward.
The views and opinions expressed on the radio program by the guests, advertisers, news bulletins, call-in listeners or chatters are solely the views and opinions of the source who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions and the views of Trusco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia of the Informante radio station.
We're just getting it out of the way so you don't get it twisted, yeah?
Corona road. Yes, like it.
Oh my, that's now what when we started off the show you say we must not take this lightly, yeah? So you'll have a lot of people that will think like that.
As you know what the problem
Yeah.
is Centraal Grootwinkel.
Ai, hello.
That's the problem. Everything has to be spiced and dashed and conspiracy theory and overs 2 blok gegee.
Come on.
And yo,
Kamakastag.
yo met 'n praat wat jy ken.
Yeah. I could see whoever that guy is. I could see him standing in front. Hey, my broer. En dis kom so rond. My broer, hier's 'n storie wat ek julle moet sny. Kamakastag nee, Maria en Semi. Hulle het gaan getoets. My broer, die mense 2 blok gekry. Typical Katatura story.
Yes.
I don't know, we wouldn't know now how authentic this story is, but it was just so funny. I needed to share that with you
No,
guys.
but come to think of it, never. There is somebody that's exactly probably a Lesoko passport. But the others need this yala lich. No, just saying no. Come on, don't believe this corona stuff. They are not real. Somebody will be sharing information like that, and it's really not good.
There's so many holes in that story, but it's fine. We won't go into them because it's a fun story, right?
It's a fun story. That is really why I wanted you guys to share this because jealous swart mense nie so waar nie.
By the way that guy is sounding, it's like he doesn't even believe there's corona.
Because it's a conspiracy,
It's a
from the
conspiracy
WHO.
from WHO.
Level net geld,
Level net
man.
geld, man.
Oh well.
But yeah, wat sê die mense?
Neville, what is the blue thing on your neck, Uka?
Ai toch, it's my mask.
Roviera sê groot winkels is kinderbekke Neville Bason. Ek sê
Hey, Ro, los my mense uit.
Neville David says, I love that recording. Lekker gelag. Corona rot. Yes,
Chris
like
Kibo
it,
is
guys.
saying, beside announcing result, wat maak Dr. Shangula?
Kyk hierso. Asseblief. I don't come to your house to disrespect your uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us respect my uncle.
Who's that?
Hij is Chris Kribo.
Ja, Kribo.
Wat zo het komt.
Let me. The man is in the coronavirus task force, where the details that relate to your safety are being at high level, at biowork level. So as a belief, go easy on my uncle now. If
there's something that I do agree with the minister is that what he said yesterday is that we need to be careful.
Yeah.
Windhoek will become
the next center stage,
the epicenter
if we're not
of
careful.
this disease.
Yeah.
Big parties, gatherings, kinderstories by plekke.
Yeah.
It is like a little Disney World for the coronavirus. Stop gathering with people that is not part of your family circle, your immediate household.
Yes, my uncle has been telling you, Kucha,
I work kuma.
don't practice social distancing. Wear your masks. Muni HOAs eat honey. Unless it's absolute. He has been telling us that this is what is going to happen.
That is, Ronnie is asking, is he your real uncle?
No, his late wife was related to us.
Okay, there's no uncle. Sorry,
Yeah. That's my own family.
Guys, please have one of the recovered patients in the studio. They must personally share their story to the nation, what medicine they took towards their road to recovery.
Yeah.
That's Leslie Kamasep coming through. Asino Erastus, I think they were supposed to fire the Tate long time ago. Where all of the sudden the results are now good.
Yes.
Thank
you, Sean.
And Richard is out van met het school gegaan. Verder mij out. Morning A team. Ik zei Neville, corona is no ene locatie.
Peno tuze.
Chicken ne buta.
Peno tuze.
Geen rond hangen bij Romol en die big shops goedeni. Imagine telling that now to a typische Never.
Why munyando spoka?
Just picture it, you know, you can say no the typische flood. Hero wanneer die place uitkom. Mo toef.
Huh? Why me ma go run around jupa
I can never laugh when he waste me eats now. It's a post by MICT Ministry of Communication and Technology. It says
please read it slowly.
Yeah. Please, I just wanted to make clear, this is not MOHS. It's not the Ministry of Health and Social Services. It's the Ministry of Information,
Communication and Technology.
There we go.
Lister.
Sharp. It says here. It's a tweet. Yeah. That say, in the same vein, the health minister and sole legitimate spokesperson of Namibia on health matters also announced 70 new positive cases and blah blah the rest of it. So I don't know why the sole legitimate spokesperson of Namibia on health
Ami,
matters.
Ami.
Don't you think that was a swipe at Dr.
It's a swipe.
At Dr. Bernard?
It's a swipe.
I mean, Bernard. our
Bernard,
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Like, you're not an official.
You're
Yeah.
not the official spokesperson.
Joe moet ook ophouden.
That is niet meer oom. That is Minister of ICT.
Maybe they were instructed.
You're to a listener, so. Edward Julius says social distance between M and Neville is not okay. They don't have their masks on.
You guys can't hear us if we have our mask on. I feel very muzzled.
I think people here always think we don't carry masks. Yeah, here's my mask.
No, but carrying a mask and wearing it is two different
So
things.
I wear it as a kiso 8 loop and I move around.
Because we are
Yeah.
We were fine actually.
we are
Yeah,
safe
I
distance
know, I
from
think
each
you're
other.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check out more comments.
Ek en Neville en Fanisela is af vandag.
Leslie,
Vanoggend gekom.
luister julle toch, julle is al op bed gaan slapen, dat is ook
Ah? Hi, bo. Yo.
Don't change things here.
Chill.
Leave it.
Ons wil nie die pillow stories hoor nou nie.
Ja.
Let's keep them for later.
Ek en Maria kom van die huis af.
How do they make such blunders, Dr. Shangula? Get your house in order, please. I said it already. People, this is similar thing happened to me last month in Walvis Bay as well. That is Leslie Kamasep coming through.
What blunders is he talking
I
about?
think it's the
voice clip.
The clip you... Leslie, kom sê ons jou testimony in person.
Ja, wel sê jy was ook 2 blokke gegee of wat? What are you saying?
Jy het 2 blok gekry.
Hy sê gerok sy 2 blok gekry. Who knows? Leslie sê ons die waarheid. And then Ailey Neoma came through. So then the results are being made up. Robert Ngidipo, Corona Rod, Roviera. Maria say Uncle moet praat.
Ro, asseblief kos respek mekaar se familie.
Yeah.
Ek praat nie oor jou.
Neville Davids. I love that recording. Lekker gelag. Roviera groot winkel net den ek dink dit gaan lees. Morning guys, that's Simona Shipara. En Tena Namba Corona Road is around. Is die maklik nie so.
Yo, Namibians learn the word rotten.
Yeah.
And now it's
Kama, the Zula Lane loop groot winkels. That's how they roll, Kama. Sa Zula Lane daai bro.
Zula Lane
just... Say, Martin, please respect me. I'm older than you, ne?
Bradley Bokovic.
Bokas.
So why can't the NIP or Path Care Lab workers not come and speak the truth if they really get positive results? Where's the other party leaders, the SWAT boys, the nannies, them? And why are they just quiet now and not intervening? Why must SWAPO be actually in charge of the pandemic? Another... Wat lag julle so hoeka?
Martin de Mutoni ne. Hey, 20 man.
Sinje hierdie twee, wat het julle so gelag? Sjoe, golok lag joh.
No, this Martin vat. Ek wil nie die woord
Ja.
gebruik. He says, so finally Maria het stuk gekry, nogals from Neville. Die probleem met julle mense nou is julle hou nie van grappe nie. Ons kan nie grappe maak nie.
Los. Why are you defending it? Los. Ja, ek het vir Maria 'n stukkie gegee.
Sê,
Och,
How was it?
get it now out of the way. Sure. Are you happy now? Are you unhappy because we are happy? Are you unsatisfied
Guys,
because
man,
we are
no, man,
satisfied?
man, how julle toch op? I don't want to laugh though.
yo.
Julle is erg so waar.
What man say, Ailey? After listening to that clip, I laughed so hard and started coughing so hard. Now I'm isolated in another room.
I must tell you, and that's one of the reasons why when I heard the clip this morning, I had to come and share it with the guys, and there was a little bit too little time to actually listen to it, so that they can make their own judgment whether we should play the clip. So
Or not,
I
yeah.
sort of caught you guys, off guard, but I knew, you know what? At least I see flukni. There are no
Yeah,
swear
no,
words
it's
in it.
just
It's just
it's a
conspiracy nonsense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So on a serious note, Chris, Castropole, Windhoek will be indeed the next big hotspot. Nevertheless, just drive around Windhoek on weekends and you'll see people partying, chilling without masks. Zero social distancing. Windhoek Corona is open. Maria, your joke is still on, come.
It's okay. It's okay. I take full credit for my kwanyamanis.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Bridget closed the ball shebeens and all prospective gathering areas in Windhoek before Windhoek becomes the epicenter. Groot winkels wat? That's Madala. It's hoeveel van is ook een van die boeksters. Ten Anambra closed down the central groot winkel. Hulle scanner by.
wie's that? Who said that?
Ten Anambra.
Hey Tena, hey wena, nie kom speel nie.
Kama trek you bezoeka nog.
Huh?
Kama trek you bezoeka
Oei,
nog.
ja, hy trek nog.
That's Joanne, wat vra. Okay, let me see. Hi guys, but how Maria's uncle says Walvis Bay with the L
Zwambomos.
being silent.
What is your point?
Okay,
Yeah.
You
try.
must understand.
How come Walvis Bay?
Julle verstaan mos.
Because he said the other day, Essenheim.
Yeah, he
Julle
doesn't.
verstaan.
Essenheim.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So,
have.
so we refuse to believe that there is a case where we stay. Because the minister said Essenheim.
Julle het verstaan. It's all about belangrik.
Essenheim.
Apparently, that facial expression though, I mag me kla.
What's a facial
Guys,
expression?
ek weet nie van Vic des wat.
Are you ugly shaming my uncle?
Ja. Maria vang die toppies se vure hierso vandag, ja, ek sê.
Okay, but Master Neville,
Ah.
do you think we have done enough in terms of testing for COVID? That's Edward Julius asking, Pandoleni Julius.
Guys, I think all over the world at this moment in time, people want to improve testing, the methods.
Is he the legitimate person to answer that question?
Yeah,
It's an opinion, Mas.
it's an opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not Dr. Fauci.
let-
He's not the official spokesperson
yeah.
Let's go
on
there.
health matters in the country.
Let's call the officials.
Yeah, ooh, sorry toch. I'm not the official spokesperson to answer. There's one legitimate one who will remain nameless from now. No, guys, come on. On a serious note, I think, Semi, the results in terms of recovery that you gave this morning is one of our victories for this week that we can probably speak about. Again, testing, more testing is what we all want. So, and as we fear for Windhoek to become the epicenter of this disease, more testing needs to be done here in Windhoek.
Yep.
So, dit is hoe dit gaan.
Okay, JJ kreeg vandaag baie advice.
Okay, kos maar klaar met die
Never,
Yeah.
you are actually at high risk for wearing the mask the way you are wearing it. You should either be on or off,
Okay.
not in between.
No, you're right. You're right. But one thing that we do is once we are out of the studio, all of us, and I'm not saying that we are right in what we are doing, but once we are off air, we definitely make sure that we wear our masks wherever we go.
Okay, let me read the last two comments and then we
Let me
move
quickly
on.
read Raymond Basson. Says city police with their 20 mil car fleet should go around and check churches, clubs, bars, start fining those who are not obeying by the rules. I'm assuming that's what it's
obeying
trying.
the rules, yeah.
Ja, nee, mense het nie wakker gekry.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Which one did I have here? The truth is, everyone has got the Rona with this testing equipment from the Rona manufacturing nation.
All right, can we move on?
Yeah,
to-
let's move on, man. We have enough
Yeah.
of the COVID case.
Yeah.
Okay, when we started off, we were talking about, we played a song that literally we dedicated to our former minister, that's Hansei Marwa. And Neville was trying to intimidate her celebration dance that she used to do in court.
I'm Mukuru. You remember that? You remember that?
Who will forget?
Yeah.
So, lately, as we all remember, I think the Prime Minister, that's the Prime Minister, that's Sarah Kukongalwa Madira, removed Masule this week.
Fele Masule.
Yeah, Fele as the
Anti-Corruption Commission investigator.
investigator, yeah. So when he removed her, to mark Himarwa her celebration dance.
Yeah.
According to her, she said she called Masula out for being part of an evil cabal. He's the reason she got into trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was some social media or Facebook post that's been coming on for the whole week that we saw that she was continuously posting, talking about, every dog gets his day, and talking about this cabal, obviously talking in codes for a while until the real announcement came of the decision of the Prime Minister. So our former minister has been quite busy on social media around this issue.
Listen what she said. She said, I was corruptly prosecuted by the agents in the system because they were brought in with relaxed favors. It was a political witch hunt. God knows, and all honest and best legal minds in Namibia knew justice was rape to prosecute Katrina, the thorns in some flesh, she said.
Oh, please. Thorn in whose flesh? No, I hate when leaders do that. It's one of... I really have a low tolerance for that type of nonsense that Katrina is busy with. The ACC might have investigated her, but a competent court found her guilty. And I think she tried to appeal, and even that was dismissed. So Christy Liebenberg, as the judge, found her guilty and made a case for why he found her guilty. And I mean, the judgment was very thorough and in detail, and just basically said what she did was despicable.
Yeah.
But she was lucky enough to escape jail time. She should take that and, celebrate.
Celebrate, yeah.
The fact that she escaped jail time. But... okay, the other thing, by the way, that guy that was removed, they're saying irregularities. The only issue I hate with that is they have not made it clear what irregularities at this point. So for all we know, that could be a witch hunt. We don't know. It's not clear. What is irregularities? It's such a broad term. Is it because you didn't sign off a document that you should have? Is it because you signed a document that you shouldn't have? What is irregularities? It is such a blanket.
Or did he take petty cash?
Or did you
went
take petty
to go
cash?
buy cool drink and forgot to put the petty cash back?
Exactly.
It can be any irregularity, like you say.
Yes, it's such a blanket term. And until...
Guys, the only irregularities I see is because this position is key to the fish rod scandal.
No, that's what the story is saying, obviously. But I don't even want to go into the fish rod. I think things will become crystal clear as time goes by. I think society is keeping government on their toes. So it's not like, sometimes we don't have a say in the decisions that are made, but people are connecting dots. And soon when the full picture forms, because people are, getting pieces of the puzzle, we'll be able to tell what the picture looks like. So I'm not going to comment necessarily on that, but I really have an issue with leaders like Katrina that were found guilty by a competent court that are now trying to deflate like it was a witch hunt, like she didn't do anything. I mean...
los vir OC8 asseblief.
What am I supposed to
Los vir OC8.
You know?
Yeah.
But that is the leadership we have. Unfortunately, where just no accountability.
No accountabilities. Irregularities is a broad term, says regime.
Yeah, no, it is a broad term.
And I have a feeling that they put it there specifically for a reason. I'm sure if you look at my... die bus is mos nie aan vandag nie.
Nee, sien nie.
Okay.
Jy
I'm
kan
sure if
praat.
you look at my duties here, CEO, you will find, if you want to find something to fire me on,
Yeah.
not because I've stolen money or whatever, maybe I didn't submit a document when I should have, and that will, because you've broken policy, can be an irregularity. It's such a broad term
Yeah.
on which to paint a brush or to castigate just shadow of doubt on somebody. They should be specific.
For
They should
example,
be
so now
specific.
Figu got an envelope with proof of why they are getting rid of him.
Not an envelope, he got a letter with attachments and it was very
With
clear.
attachments.
Yes.
So we actually know where it's coming from.
Irregularities is taking
somebody-
5 minutes more on your lunch break.
If somebody wants to get you disciplined,
Yeah, it's not difficult.
or even worse, fired, they can go through lengths to make sure that you get disciplined or fired. If you concentrate long enough on someone and you go and try and cover every base of this person on a daily basis, even if you're just late for 5 minutes,
Yes.
like you say, or anything,
Yeah.
I will find something
Yes.
Yeah.
to put on you, Sammy.
Yes.
I will find something.
Yeah.
If I don't like you, if I don't want to
Very
get rid
easy
of
to,
you,
because nobody's perfect.
nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
We'll
You'll find a
something.
person on Facebook when they should be,
Yeah.
when they shouldn't be, for example,
Yeah.
at work. En daar word jy 'n warning letter gegee.
And 2-3 warning
Ja,
letters, dan is jy weg.
dan is jy weg.
You know our government has dismissed 2 employees net so wa. After they have been the center stage of telling companies not to retrench their workers due to the state of emergency. What does that make them?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just thinking of it. Check my net and you brought him, yeah?
Look, for all we know, it's proper irregularities and the guy's
Yeah.
corrupt. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying in the absence of making it clear what irregularity,
These are.
what it entails,
Yeah.
you kind of setting the guy up because now you want the public to draw their own conclusion without really giving them information.
Yeah.
And then for a former minister of education, who by the way stayed on as education minister during her trial, which was already for me a bad call because you literally had a sitting minister in court to defend themselves. They should have at least been able to step back from their duties and say, let me defend this, and if I am found not guilty, then I'll return.
Yeah.
But now you have a sitting minister going to court for it was 3 or 4 months
Yeah.
to defend herself, and she was found guilty, and she tried to appeal, and that didn't go through.
And then
And now for her to be on social media celebrating the person that brought justice onto her is like the weirdest thing. It just shows you just how far removed our leaders are from the people. How far removed. Like, it's fine, take accountability for your actions.
action, yeah.
Whatever else the other guy, let him take accountability for what he's doing, but to try and make it a tit for tat.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, please don't bore us. We have bigger problems like COVID-19.
Bridget says Katrina herself is the reason she got into trouble. That's not also what boy has said. That the Vert boys will whip her
That girl.
out of power.
That girl.
She must just not say anything. That's a Bridget coming through with that. Ailey is asking a question, but why did she rejoice? Was he the only one involved in her case? I hate dramas. She did wrong, and she must just accept.
Yes.
Asino Erastus, Katrina just want to get an ambassador position. Mood.
It's going to be tough because she does have a conviction hanging over her.
Yeah.
Criminal record.
Yeah.
It's a criminal. Listen what Vike Kamati is. It must be called outside. Or why is she so bothered? Then she was supposed to be sent to prison. She must learn to keep quiet. Dion Shimzi. Yo, the name Shimzizle. My apologies if I pronounce your name wrong. Came through with, I think, should Shannon and Navita been fathered or mothered by elites, then you would see roadblocks and vigorous searches all over at borders and so on. But since
Vigorous.
Vigorous, yeah.
Vigorous.
Vigorous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
vigorous, yeah.
that's Sammy's word for the week. Vigorous.
Luister julle hierso.
Vigorous. Ek het net gewag dat ek klaar praat.
Ja, julle moet nie gewag het dat ek klaar praat, man. But since they are not the police, it just issues a reward for whoever has info leading to their whereabouts, then they relax. It's heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, I talk about the girls that are missing.
Yeah, the two girls that are missing.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Eh?
Yeah. I'm not going to comment because there's so many stories coming in. I mean, if they're sincerely lost, I hope they get fined. But it's always tricky for particularly women because there are people that have apparently supposed to be close friends to her or something that have come out and said that they don't want to disclose the information. It seems like that she might be trying to run away from home, but that she's safe. But they're not saying where she is. But again, that could also just be misinformation. You don't know if she's genuinely safe. So I'm always stuck between when a girl goes missing, putting out and reposting those missing posters, missing girl poster because you want somebody to be found. But I also know like a lot of women, sometimes they disappear because they don't want to be found. They're potentially in danger at home or with their loved one or with a partner. I mean, there was a story last year where the guy was very abusive to the girl, threatened her, whatever. She tried to disappear and he was putting the missing person poster out with his number. Like, if you see her, contact me and whatever. And he was just trying to get hold of her for his own, selfish reasons, obviously. Yeah. And he eventually did. And the abuse continued after that. And it was even tougher for her than to escape after he had found her because, he put a little bit more safety measures to make sure that she doesn't leave.
Yeah.
So sometimes this is what women return to. They're not really missing. They just don't want to be found because of whatever reason. And then there are times when they're genuinely missing and we need to be searching for them. So I'm always between a rock and a hard place because I don't know which is which. I have to assume that they're genuinely missing, but I know that sometimes they just are not.
Yeah.
Sure.
I remember a friend of mine at school, that was high school, was also reported missing. And it was on television. It was in my class. So I go to school, then our principal is like, because I used to hang out with him more. And he's like, was Willem? And then I told our principal, Willem is not missing. I see him every day. If I go home, I run into him in the hood.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was also shocked there's a missing. I think it's just because he didn't go home.
Yes, and they don't know where he is.
And then they don't know where he is, but he's just roaming around.
I remember about a year ago when I told you guys when I was in London, I was standing at this bus stop waiting for a bus, and inside this cubicle of this bus stop, you have pictures and pictures of children missing
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
Throughout the UK, and I was speaking to somebody there at the bus stop and says, this is a common phenomenon.
Yeah,
it's just commonplace, in Europe or these big developed countries where thousands of children gets lost on an annual basis.
Trafficking, everything. And there's actually I just forgot the name of this, but there's a great documentary on Netflix that also delves into this. But just like the more time goes by, the less likely you are to find your child. So there's I think a 48 hour window period in which the child has to be found, dead or alive, but hopefully alive. And after that, the window just becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's terrible. But yes, for I think for younger kids, it's anybody under the ages of, let's say, 18. Of course, you don't even question if they're trying to run away from anything. You put that. I'm talking about like women that have been missing lately are like 23, 24, 25. You do worry for their safety, but sometimes you find like those specific women are running away from something.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago in England was this girl, this Madeleine McCann. She's been lost since I think 2004, 2005 in Portugal.
The biggest case. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
suspecting the parents.
Yeah, they were suspecting the parents, but obviously there's nothing that basically sticks to their theory at this moment in time because the investigation, whether it's in Portugal, there's a guy in Germany at the moment that they are questioning because he was in close proximity to the lodge where these parents were staying. So that's the high-profile case. But you have numerous of these cases in neighboring South Africa, for instance. You hear this every day.
Every
Cape
day. There's
Town,
always a missing,
Joburg,
yes,
whatever.
missing person.
So yeah, sad. I mean, we sit with, what is the girl's, this very tragic case of our little girl here that was murdered.
What's the girl?
Oh yes, what's her name?
The name is even gone. And then
And she's so important.
Yeah.
To.
But we'll get to the
Yeah,
names.
there's a Herero name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I
Again, stuff like that.
it's so funny how not Kavitu, what is her name? Oh gosh. Anyway, I say it's so different how when I remember when I was younger and we could play on the streets still. You looked at when the street lights came on. Hardklop-based.
The hardklop-based.
Because you knew you were
yeah.
in trouble. But we could play and roam the streets and it was relatively safe. And I'm thinking now, my kids have never played on the streets.
This picture, and you guys have probably seen this picture of this kid, this black kid, completely, he is so dirty. And he sits in the living room like this.
Yes, come on.
It's a legend waiting for the disciplinary hearing or something like that.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that picture had me close
Thank you.
to Avihe.
Yeah.
Guys, that picture had me close to tears.
Yeah.
Out of, the nostalgia I went through with my own life.
Yeah.
You roll in the sand, you play here, you play there. Your mother is angry that you come home 9 o'clock at night.
That's it.
And then she makes you sit there. Sit, jy sal nie eet nie. Now you just sit there, everybody's laughing at you. So I keep that picture on my phone to remind me of my childhood.
Yeah.
Because none of my children look like that. Because their mother will not allow them to look like that.
And where will they play to look like that?
Yeah.
Said Mazani Strat gaan speel.
Yeah. And there were no tar roads
Yes,
back then.
Yeah.
So I love that picture.
Yeah, that picture is
I'm not
legendary.
taking that
really.
picture off my phone.
Because me, when I saw it, I remember also just coming home, looking like that. You come so stadig and enjoy.
My broer.
My mom used just to point to the toilet. Now imagine you have to go bath, then come somebody whip.
Terwyl hy nat is.
Oh! Eish!
Bamboozling is a thing has been.
Oh, let me get in some of the. There's a lot of comments on Katrina here.
I love this picture. Oh man.
Yeah, so relatable.
Avihe.
Yeah. I don't know now if you have to read the Katrina comments again.
No,
because-
read a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start off with let's start off here. I saw a clip of Katrina driving Mbakumbaku at her farm. She
Yeah.
should stick to that.
I saw that picture.
Throw.
Baku, baku.
She was driving a bakumbaku. Oh, Katrina.
Also, Katrina must keep quiet.
Wasn't she lying on a carpet with roses, I think, for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Die vrou maak my klaar.
Me, I always like this, how do
Classic picture.
Katrina kept too much. The vet boy whip her power out of her OC. Gaan huis toe and sit
OC
and
gaan
drink
huis
your
toe.
coffee, yeah. That's a number so stout, yeah.
Wat sê hy?
As we come huis toe gaan en net koffie gaan drink.
Coffee daai wat. Hulle drink was coffee with a sauce.
Met die pieren.
La-
I'ma say Matumato.
Plus,
Yeah.
Don J Monday, chep.
Iberiache, yo.
Chep, the Shambok will whip out of. I don't want to read this word because it's not good. Shenanamba, Don J. I'm not going to read that. I think it will be good if we have a certain topic per day. Invite people from those affected areas to answer public. We have many questions without answers. Like in the case, we need a spokesperson or PM office to answer us. Edward Panduleni Julius.
Thank
I
you.
think.
Hey Bradley, please leave Sammy alone. Bradley, yes, Ahmed, Sammy.
I can't
No, Sammy's doing a good job.
Tell us, Biasak Sammy, is alright.
Maar is die hot seat? Je moet ook.
the hot seat.
Yeah, it's the hot seat.
Yeah.
Moreover,
That's why I'm not going on leave anymore.
When you come back as Spira, you have to put out the fires.
There might be somebody funnier than me here. So, there are a lot of funny people around this country. I
That's
might just
true.
leave you without a job.
Katro, they're funny.
Ons gaan nie op verlof nie. Sal nie gaan nie.
We'll get last to fill it.
okay, listen to what
I say,
Joshua.
yep.
Never Lester what said Joshua. More, the sense of relief Meme Hanse Katrina celebrated in that video. It's like Neville bragging about Arsenal winning the FA Cup. Same WhatsApp group.
Wie is sulke goed nie? Can we just cut the stream now? Okay. Start safe. Hashtag. Julle kan nou begin. Hashtag start safe. It's the last day. So.
Koa Ipumbu says, when are we going to talk about human trafficking in Namibia? Yeah, maybe we should dedicate on another day when we do our proper.
Yeah, we will.
But we will definitely.
Yeah, we will.
Look into it. Neville's.
Daar begin hulle start safe.
Somebody is.
Never
Me, I'm reading hose.
Nee. Nee.
But it's a hose.
No, it's hoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ek lees net Neville's a hose. And I was like,
No,
oh,
I have a hoes. I don't have what Maria is referring to.
The number, the frequency in Kietmans will be fixed very soon. I can't say when, but we are on it. Just on it, so we will be there.
We are busy.
Yeah. Vascu base, Exin, Jeremy Bradley Jaletla.
Lisa, so welcome.
Actually, I think you've had it easy. Everybody, I mean, imagine Shine Scheme
No,
here,
no, but
Vaspira Khachia.
I'm always on the show, guys. So.
Not on our show.
No, I'm always on.
Not on our show, no.
Except I'll date Ivers.
I'm alert for Shine's heart last week.
Yeah, can you guys please turn the focus on Semi so that he can get the proper
No,
introduction?
no, guys, you can't check it. So I'm part of it. They like any. It's not jealous, no net.
Maar hij is slim. Maar ik zie die comments, nee, maar hij schiet hulle net doof.
Hy skiet doof.
Hij leest die comments. I've been seeing them. Hij schiet doof. Maar it's alright.
You know, there are comments. I cannot read a comment about myself.
Yeah, no, I understand.
If you guys could read it, it makes more sense
Yeah.
than me reading it.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So never start safe. What's the dealio?
Hashtag start safe. Okay, they can start posting hashtag start safe now.
They've already started.
Again, tomorrow morning, we will draw the name of a lucky winner who, for the next 6 months, 8 gigabytes per week.
So is it only one person that's going?
One person who will get 48 gigabytes.
How are we doing the draw?
Okay, because we're gonna go back to Tertia because she was busy collecting all this data now for this week. Obviously with the final data, etc. And then we will then draw a
Ek
name.
wil net nie worry this. Then there's a voice note hanging around it. A tweer. What do you call it? what is the word that the guy
Double
used?
SIM card. Phone.
No,
What?
the geld.
2 blok.
Yeah. Die 2 blokke kry laat jy vir iemand namak. So
Yeah,
we
Die
want
persoon is ook dom. Hy kan mos hy 2 blok vat en go and buy himself
maybe 1
gigabytes.
block.
No,
What
but
do you
we,
think?
we really need to how you know
We want a
authenticity.
free and fair
Yeah.
process.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So I think there was somebody with the name of Bason Kama. If they win, will people think that's corruption?
No, that would not be corruption.
Ah,
I
nou,
mean-
dan moet ons die rekenings mooi check.
There would be free and fair elections here.
Is he your family?
All Basons are family.
Yeah, but gewoonlik when they do competitions in companies, there's usually a disclaimer there.
Company.
The company will say, relatives or family of
Yes.
employees cannot
Cannot
participate.
participate.
Yeah.
Okay, in this
So-
case, it's not part of my family. Let me just put that out there.
Okay, we are just going to red flag him for now. So as Bason then,
Yeah.
we shall look at him funny.
Yeah, so get your last post in, guys. We will do the draw tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
Sharp. Start
So-
save rot tomorrow. Come
So
on.
start safe.
Some road.
Somebody saying, Shemaine, apparently the rape issues is getting out of hand. We should also look to it and talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very part of the work I do, obviously.
Yeah. I was reading a story about a guy that was raped
Yes.
at the open field.
Yes.
They say the guy is 35-year-old, but they don't say how old is the guy who raped him.
It doesn't matter.
Because you want to see overpowered.
Oh, please,
Don't go there.
Don't do that.
Don't go there. Not here.
Yeah, don't do that.
You are
let me just,
treading on dangerous grounds now.
Let me just make it clear that, and this is I think why men have such a tough time reporting rape by other men is because of this ingrained mentality that you can't be overpowered or you should fight back with anything. But you also need to remember that the human body reacts very differently in situations. Some people it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
So you don't know how you're going to respond
Yeah.
until you're in that. That's the first situation. Number two, if there's also alcohol involved, again, it makes it difficult. So it's not always the picture of this big, strong, masculine guy that can overpower somebody that is weaker and smaller. You can, I mean, we know men that...
I can get raped.
Yes,
You
even
can get raped.
anybody can get raped, yes. And it's understanding that first and foremost.
If alcohol is involved and somebody can overpower me, if I'm incapacitated, it can happen.
Yes.
And how do I go now? Probably
report it.
with my so-called social standing.
Yeah.
I walk into a police station and I say, listen,
I was raped.
I was raped. First and foremost, they're going to laugh.
Yes.
They're going to think I'm joking. Never hou op met jou grappe.
Yeah.
Dis nie 'n plek vir grappe hier.
Yeah.
So,
And then the number two, they'll say, how did you let it happen?
how did I let
Because
it happen?
a man apparently always lets it happen,
Yeah.
right? It can't be rape. It has to be, why didn't you fight it off? And
Yeah.
and
Jy's 'n
that's
man.
unfortunately this mentality that needs to change in our society to allow men, because there are a lot of men that get raped, for them to come forward, and not just raped by other men. There are men that get raped by women as well, but it's to allow them to come forward. But yes, it's I think it's a topic on its own.
Yeah.
It's really changing mindsets. But yes, when you hear a guy has been raped, the first instinct should not be, how old was the guy? It's not clear to me how old the guy that raped him was, or what was his body. No, forget that. He was raped. Like, forget the age. Forget if the guy was physically stronger than him. Just, it's a rape story. Yeah.
Nou het ek en jy ook iets geleer vandag.
Yeah.
Och, just like it, yeah.
No, but it's a good thing you say. I'm just putting it in a sense
No,
of
because
being
we have
a guy.
internalized biases
Yeah.
that we have
Yeah.
to rid our bodies
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
And-
Because if I have to come to my boy and tell him something like that, it's just a muhuche.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
that.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So
You're
I
right.
think sometimes we just hide it and say, come and play.
Most
my
men
next
don't. Yeah, most men don't say anything. They're actually very ashamed of it. Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, guys, but yeah, we hope for a better future.
On that note,
On that note, it's Thursday. I call it Mini Friday.
yeah.
So you guys keep safe and tune in tomorrow to hear the winners of the draw. And yeah,
I'm so looking forward to this weekend, guys.
yeah, I'm looking. I miss Cubase.
Yeah, no, we miss him.
Yeah.
We miss him.
Hy moet terugkom
Hy
tog.
moet terugkom.
My brother.
Maar ek sê, hoekom mis jy vir Cubase ook?
No,
For what?
I would miss you if you were gone for a week as well.
Huh?
Yeah, it's my brother.
You will. Oh, Maria, thank you.
Yeah.
No, but somebody said we were together last night.
Yeah, so no one
I was sleeping in your daughter's room. Look, I have the most respect for Neville Basson's wife.
That's entanglement is so.
Kuma, that's an entanglement. Julle moet op met julle se stories, lokasie stories. No, guys. No, what I'm saying is, Saturday would be the first day in months that I have nothing to do. I don't need to go to a tennis match, to a soccer match.
No comedy show.
No, hey, it's even worse. Maria, don't even go there. I want those ones. So I'll just be in bed.
No email for a bribe. It's
We must social distance. People who don't stay Kuma at your house. Your
true.
uncle,
Elisenheim is also.
your uncle said it. No Essenheim cases. We don't want Essenheim cases.
That's right. That's true. You're right.
Never
No,
get
and I've
caught.
got a busy weekend, so it's
Ja.
Jy het draw siki kama gaan hospitaal toe.
Hoe sê?
Jy het kama draw siki.
Like a droziki. Okay.
fine. Host. Me, I read he's got a host. Yo. Is that how it's spelled though?
Yeah, hoes.
Yeah?
Yeah, hoes.
Why do they spell it like host?
Because Afrikaans
Why not just you?
Afrikaans is not
H-U-S?
defined through English. English has got nothing on Afrikaans.
Why is it written like house? Check it so. Don't touch it, report it. Jelle ondo de advertency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Media press should start strong campaigns that really address rape, human traffic, etc., etc. What happened to all these campaigns? But it's true, yeah. I think it's about time. Those things used to help, even the bomb ones, the ERF and in
Don't touch it,
90s.
report it.
Sometimes you have.
But my favorite one was the guy that went to go buy the condom. Met the kids.
Oh, with the feet.
And then he comes there and he asks for the blackie beans or whatever to fry the bread. He asked for everything except the condoms because he was too embarrassed. And then I think a woman walks in and she's like, condoms, please. Like very quickly. Where
know.
did that ad come from?
But that's so reality, Maria. I'm telling you, back in the day, I would walk into a pharmacy, and you would see people, and there's probably 10 people in the pharmacy, and 5 of them know you.
Yeah.
And you stand there like, I'm buying condoms. So you wait, and you turn around there until the last
Long
person
stories.
leaves. And then you quickly run to the counter. Okay, makhoho.
Oh, you thought
Toma
the
mo
book is
plastica,
sort of-
man. Toma mo plastica.
Oh, you just put in your pocket, just a ring.
Have you seen the latest one that's so difficult to go to? Pharmacies. Gaan ko bietjie hoes medicine.
Nee?
That's
Kapsel.
alright, maar ek wil nou verstaan. Why wouldn't you brag about buying condoms?
No, today, and
Like
this is
you
what
are vandaag.
yeah, and today this is the conversation I have with my sons.
Yeah.
Because if I would walk into my son's room now, looking for something, and I would see a packet of condoms on his desk.
So they're actually sexually active?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they are sexually active. I haven't seen any condoms yet, but I'm just saying if I would see it,
Yeah.
I would like, okay, there's not.
So why don't you just put some in their drawers?
Nee, okay, must I go buy condoms now?
Yes.
Nee.
Dis ook nie klinkers nie.
I told them, soekie klinkenders nie. But I think in terms of, it's through trial and error we try to raise them in a certain way so that they have an understanding of, first and foremost, what HIV is, the dangers of unprotected sex.
Yeah.
What
STIs.
Yeah, STIs. And then obviously pregnancy.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah.
So, and it's obviously a message that we need to keep on giving to our kids. out there. So I'm not too sure if I'll be this candid with my daughter.
Of course not, you won't. It's
So
always double standards.
there's going to be double standards. So wag, ek wil nie- I don't even want to think about it now. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I
Start safe. Hashtag start safe. Let me get that thought out of my head. It's disgusting. My daughter is not dating anyone.
Okay, guys.
She'll be a virgin until she's 45.
And then they expect you then at the age of 35, they're like, "Wanneer trou jy ook?" You didn't even allow me to date. How can I get married? Yeah, no.
Guys, have a nice day.
Have a good one.